Nice, nice performance to say the least.
Thank you.
What a crazy day, though. So, if you can kind of wrap your head around everything, the delay, the 32-minute delay, for your sake, how that sort of affected things, and how you were able to you and your teammates shake that off and do what you did.
Well, I mean, it starts with the leadership that we have here. It starts from the top down, and our head coach, and making sure in the locker room we were doing the right things. We weren't getting getting tight, getting stiff. We were staying loose in there, and we had a good day today. And the offense had to pick it up. We got a little sluggish there in the third quarter, and a couple of throws I wish I had back. But at the end of the day, we got a victory, and that's all that matters.
And if I could ask you one follow-up as far as the aggressiveness of this offense, 2 weeks in a row, and you really kept the foot on the pedal the whole way through. Was that a mindset that developed in the course of the game? Was it an attitude that you had in preparing for it, the game plan and all that?
I mean, I think it's an attitude that we just have. We believe in our playmakers here, and Coach Sable's not the one to shy away from putting the ball in my hands. But our five did a great job in protection. Our backs, our tight ends did a great job as well. Our guys got open, they made plays. Undrafted rookie free agent Reggie, scoring a touchdown. We had Gabe Davis on a third down, 4th or 5th round pick, rookie, making big plays when we needed it. So when you got guys that can step up and fill roles and make plays the way that they did, that's huge for a team's success. And again, there's going to be games where the offense has got to step up, and today was one of those days.
Are the long ball accuracy questions done now? Are we done with that?
I'm asking you.
I would say, yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, Josh, Chris Brown, nice game today. I want to focus on after you guys went down on the scoreboard and having to answer there in the fourth quarter. So you think about, and I realize every game is different, but you think about week one where you guys made great use of a short to intermediate passing game. And then here when the chips are down, I mean, you're just going big play after big play on the last two scoring drives. Was that just what they gave you? Was it just Diggs winning early and Brown winning early? Just maybe talk about the contrast between last week and going for all the marbles here on the last two scoring drives.
Yeah, I mean, I really think it starts with preparation. We had a great week of practice. Our scout team gave us a great look. We had Davis Webb, who's a quarterback, playing scout team safety, and he's working his tail off back there, and he's giving us a great look. So we just happened to run those plays in practice, and we felt good about them. The double move down the sideline, we were hoping that Steph could get it, and safety was to the field. I kept my eyes there, and he had a heck of a route and got open, caught the ball, made some plays. And then the next play, I believe it was Beasley over the middle of the field. So Steph just catches a long pass. The next one, he runs a short route, takes two guys, and we get to get Bees right behind him. So it's just selfless plays like that that really go a long way, and that's team success right there. But again, we could have been better. We can't not get a first down when our defense makes a fourth down stop on the goal line. We got to flip the field there. A couple times we let our defense out to dry, but again, we'll watch the film. We'll get better from it.
And then the only other thing real quick, Josh, just they mentioned it even on the television broadcast, just the success of the crossing routes. Was that something coming in where you guys felt your guys could win there consistently? Because it seemed to be like bread and butter for you in the passing game today.
Yeah. Again, we believe and we trust our guys outside, and I don't think there's many teams that can keep up with all of them. And that was just what was happening and what was working early on, and we just kind of kept going back to it and had some success. But again, teams are going to see that now, and they're going to try to figure out a way to sort of stop that. So again, we got to figure out new ways to get our guys the ball.
Thanks. Nice job.
Josh Allen, Mookie Hawkins, Ruffle Sports 1080, man. Excellent job out there today.
Thanks, Mook.
Now, I mean, I don't know what is going on in these third quarters. I mean, just to really get you guys in sync and things like that. It was like all seasons happening in that third quarter for you down there in Florida. But when the Dolphins took the lead, what were you telling your teammates at that moment getting back on the field?
Yeah, there was no panic. It was just, let's go. We got to get 6. We got to go put points up for our defense now. And, again, our guys were cool, calm, and collected, and we just kind of went out there and did our jobs. And that's really what it comes down to, is executing when our name's called. And we had a bunch of guys go do that today, and a bunch of guys got open. They caught the ball and they needed to. And again, I said it once before, but you got to give credit to Gabe Davis and Reggie for making plays, when their name was called as rookies. Reggie being an undrafted guy, I mean, to come in there and do that and make a play at the goal line, catch a ball there, that's huge. And again, it gives the offense juice. We love seeing guys that are the underdog score. But that's a guy that's worked his tail off, and he deserves to be here, and he deserves every bit of it.
Now, coming in, the biggest question this season was consistency in the offense. And these last 3 games, if we want to count that scrimmage, man, the past 3 games, you've been over 70% of clip, over 300 yards. I mean, how much fun were you out there having today in this offense?
It's a lot of fun. We got guys that are true professionals, know how to work, know how to get open. And again, hats off to our 5 guys up front, protecting all day. I had some good time back there to make some good decisions and allow our guys to go make some plays. So again, it's a total 11-man effort on the field, and we had some success today, but there were still quite a few things that we need to learn from and clean up.
Absolutely. Hey, man, fantastic job. Keep it up, baby.
Thank you.
Hey, Josh, how you doing? Can you hear me?
Yep, I got you, Marcel.
I always got to ask, but yeah, kind of going off of Mookie's question there. I think the cameras caught you after you missed digs or miscommunication, something. Just kind of like smiled and tapped your chest. You just kind of look more comfortable in this offense. And so, I mean, is that fair? Is that accurate to say that an offense that puts 4 receivers constantly on the field really suits your skill set?
I mean, I guess you can say that, but I think we had some good success in half personnel with our tight end in the game as well. I just love it. We got guys that work hard, that they study their playbook, and when their name's called, they make plays. And I think you saw that today. Guys that, you might not think of. But again, we got some true professionals here, and the leadership from the top of our organization down to the bottom, I think, is all pretty set in stone. And, everybody's on the same page here. And, at the end of the day, as long as we're winning, that's all that matters.
And kind of following up on that, I think you're one of now 4 quarterbacks in NFL history who've thrown for 700 yards, 6 tuds, no interceptions in the first 2 weeks of the season. That obviously is a lofty goal, lofty expectation. But is this more or less what you in this offense expected to be able to do over the first 2 games, to throw the ball this proficiently without the offseason, without a preseason?
I mean, like I said, we got a lot of faith in our guys to go out and get open and catch the ball. And, I was saved a few times from interceptions today, and there's a couple that could have gone the other way. So I got to be better on that. But again, as long as we're moving the ball, we're scoring when we need to score, and keeping our defense off the field for too long, that's all that matters for us.
Thanks, Josh.
Thank you.
Hey, Josh. Good to see you. Thanks for doing this. You've kind of answered this a little bit in some of the other questions that you've been asked, but when's the last time you've played with this much confidence?
I mean, I feel like I've always played with a lot of confidence. But in terms of knowing my playbook, knowing protection, knowing or expecting where my guys to be, it goes hand in hand though with how hard that they work and how hard we prepare. And it goes back to the scout team look that we get during the week. We got a bunch of guys that care about their craft and they continue to work hard. And again, it's a complete team effort. But to your point, just the comfortability or whatever you want to call it of the offense, it's really good right now. And Coach Sable's doing a good job of calling these games, and it's up to us to go out and execute. It's not really about the X's and O's; it's about the Jimmy and Joes. So that's what Coach Sable preaches to us, and whatever he calls, we go to try to make right.
Was there a moment in the fourth quarter when it kind of clicked, like, yeah, we've got this, whether it be the deep ball to Diggs or whether it was the touchdown to Davis? Was there kind of a moment after you made one of those plays where you kind of said, okay, we got it?
I mean, I don't think there was really one play, but I think we thought all along that we knew what we can do on the offensive side of the ball, and a couple times we cut it short, and we really beat ourselves, in that late second, early third quarter. So we knew we had to pick it up. And we did. And again, Coach Dable called a great game, and we went out there and executed. And our defense got some stops when they needed to, and we were able to play good situational football there.
Thanks, Jeff.
For the most part.
Thanks, man.
Yep, thank you.
Hey, Josh, Al Butler from UPI here. How's it going?
Good. How are you?
Good, good. I wanted to talk to you about that run you had just before the half. You ran over a couple Dolphins players, and can you just talk about that mentality you have when you look your head up and you see a couple linebackers coming at you, and then what you think those kind of runs do for your team from an energy standpoint?
It's probably not the smartest thing to do. I slid early on, probably should have slid there, but I want to do whatever it takes to win. And that's always been my motto. That will forever be my motto. And it was a third down. I was trying to get it first. I got to be smart with the ball. I need to blow the whistle, but I got to still hold on to that ball. And again, it was just a play that I saw and I tried to make. And I'll take myself, on a lot of, if not every time.
Can you talk about how you've grown as a passer? I mean, even this season you're only through 2 games, and today you're just throwing the ball all over the field. Can you just talk about where you feel like you are in your development overall?
I think this offseason we worked really hard. There's a lot of people behind, what's going on behind the scenes, just trying to make things right. But again, I think it goes to the knowledge of the offense, knowing your protection, knowing what can hurt you, knowing your answers. If you see something, and getting yourself out of a bad situation. I think that's the job of the quarterback, is not to get in the right play every time, but to get out of wrong plays when you see them. So, it's been a group effort here, and we got to continue to. There's still some stuff that we missed and left out there, and we got to be better on that end. So we'll learn from it tomorrow and move on to next week.